Well, now we have state consolidation and imperial expansion. So to make it a little bit more simpler, it's basically the building up or the creating of new nation states and the expanding of the already existing ones. And this happened mostly in Europe, since they were the ones that, you know, they discovered the Americas, and so they decided to expand. And not their borders, it was more like they set up colonies, which, you know, it gave them more power. And as we know, they went to the Americas and South America, which is the Americas. And it was mostly their commercial desire which fueled their imperialism, and this impacted the societies which they conquered, such as the Aztecs, the Incas, and the Indians in North America. So as I was saying, imperialism, right? How did the Europeans conquer these societies? How is it that they were able to conquer these thousands or maybe hundreds of thousands of Indians? Through gunpowder. Their developed technology gave them the upper hand when it came to battling those who were already in the Americas. And it was actually kind of funny because there were like maybe 500 Incas and there were maybe like 10 Europeans, but they were able to, you know, overcome them because of their guns, which were like, you know, unknown to the Indians. So they were like, what is this? And the Europeans were like, boom, boom. But it was too late. So the ratio was very extreme, you know, there were more Indians, but they just couldn't do it. And another thing that helped the Europeans was disease. As we know, they brought, you know, smallpox, the measles, Ebola, and that, you know, the Europeans were already immune to it, but the Indians weren't. They weren't like very, you know, they hadn't experienced that yet, so that killed a lot of Indians, and especially like the Aztecs and the Incas, the diseases ended up like even killing some of the rulers, so that like brought complete chaos to their society, so it was easier for the Europeans. Another thing that remained was religion, especially Christianity. This fueled a lot of the missions, which, you know, they were created to convert the Indians by force usually. And not only Christianity, but also there was human sacrifice in some of the societies in South America, which were used to like justify the acts of the government and to create, you know, terror among the people so that the government could actually. And here are some of the other empires that expanded during this time period. Okay, well, to sum it all up, you know, wrap it up, this is basically Europe expanding. They were the ones that dealt the most, you know, with the development of new societies. They were the ones that influenced the New World and the Old World, and, you know, they expanded to the Americas. And it's important to know that, you know, they might have not conquered Africa, but they definitely used that, you know, that land to their, you know, benefit. They took their slaves, their people, in order to, you know, construct the new societies in the New World in the Americas. So, and then here are some of the European powers which did this.